Hello everyone, welcome back to the Pacific Front channel. It's the last Sunday of the month, and you know the drill, right? That's right, today it's time for us to look back at what happened in the Indo-Pacific region in September 2023. What stories do we have this month? Without further ado, let's jump into the video. We're gonna start today's video with a story from Indonesia that slipped off my radar. On 5 September, Indonesia's Deputy Minister of Defense received a delegation from Airbus to discuss various aspects related to defense equipment procurement policies that are in accordance with Indonesia's national defense needs. Interestingly, in the publication released by the Ministry of Defense website, they mention several Airbus-made assets whose current status is in an effective contract. These include ASW helicopters, heavy lift helicopter H225M, A400M, and A330 MRTT. Most of these assets are already delivered or in the Airbus backlog, but not A330 MRTT. Although we've been wondering for a while if the MOD is going to buy this aircraft, especially after they decided to opt for the A400M MRTT last year, it's surprising that they suddenly announced they already signed the contract. At least, there's no sign of it that I'm aware of. However, when asked by Indomiliter.com about the matter, Airbus replied that there was no effective contract for the A330 MRTT with Indonesia. And in a statement, an Airbus spokesperson said, "We are pleased that Indonesia has announced its intention to acquire the A330 MRTT in addition to other assets already in order with Airbus, and we look forward to finalizing the details." So what I can conclude from this story is the Indonesian MOD is going to acquire the A330 MRTT, but we are still waiting for the effective contract to be made. I'm still happy with the news though. I've been preaching about this aircraft not once or twice, so I'm glad that the Indonesian Air Force is finally getting one. As we already know, the Air Force fighter fleet comprises both hose and drogue and boom refueling systems, and so far, they can only support the former with the KC-130B. With the plan of acquiring 48 to 50 KF-21 and 24 F-15EX, having an aerial tanker with a boom system is becoming more and more necessary. How many aircraft do they plan to acquire? For now, we don't know yet. However, previously, the MOD planned to acquire 2 A330 MRTT with a total budget of $700 million. We will see if they're still going with this plan or not. Still from Indonesia, after decades of operating submarines, the Indonesian Navy will finally have a submarine rescue vessel to rescue submariners in case of emergencies. During the DSEI exhibition in London, PT BTI Indotechno, an Indonesian company appointed by the MOD, Submarine Manufacturing and Products Limited, and Holder Limited, signed an agreement to provide the Indonesian Navy with the SRVF Mark III for $100 million. This will include the SRV system and a mothership. Now, we just have to wait for the agreement to become an effective contract, and the SRV will be built within 3 years. The SRVF Mark III can dive to a depth of 500 meters and carries the concept of one out, all out. This means it can rescue the entire submarine crew in one go, thanks to its high capacity of rescuing 50 persons with 3 crew. It is designed as a hybrid system suitable for deployment by air, embark on a mothership, or tow. Makes it very flexible to be deployed anywhere quickly. This news makes me relieved. Of course, we all don't expect bad things to ever happen again to our submarines, but we must prepare nonetheless. In case of emergency, we can still pull our submariners out of the water using the SRV. And I think there's no better system than the SRVF Mark III to do the job. Its capacity to rescue the entire crew in one go sold me, because the second round trip is probably gonna be too late for those who left behind. Another feature that I also like is its flexibility to be deployed by air with a mothership or being towed. Considering Indonesia's vast territory, it will take too much time to reach the sub position if our SRV can only operate along with a mothership from its base. With its ease of deployment, we can plan the quickest and easiest means of transportation to get this SRV to the distressed submarine. Moving on to the Philippines, on the 11th, the Philippine Navy commissioned 2 new patrol vessels transferred from the US. 2 Cyclone-class patrol vessels, now named BRP Valentin Diaz PS-177 and BRP Ladislau Diwa PS-178, were donated to the Philippines via Access Defense Articles to help bolster the Philippine Navy. The two patrol vessels will join another Cyclone-class vessel transferred in 2004 to perform coastal defense, littoral patrol, and interdiction missions under the Littoral Combat Force of the Philippine Navy. The vessel has a length of 55 meters and a displacement of 335 tons. She will have a crew of 28 sailors and accommodation for a squad of special forces. Each vessel is armed with 2 RCWS equipped with a 25mm chain gun, 3 50 cal machine guns, and 2 7.62 machine guns, which can be changed with 40mm AGL. Then, few days later, it was time for the Philippine Air Force who get a grant from the US. On the 19th, the PAF inducted its third Cessna Grand Caravan EXISR aircraft. All 3 aircraft are operated by the 300 Air Intelligence and Security Wing, responsible for conducting surveillance and reconnaissance, territorial defense, counterterrorism, law enforcement, and HIDR operations. The aircraft has a range of 912 nautical miles, endurance of more than 5 hours, and is equipped with L3 Harris Wescam MX-15D airborne electro-optical, infrared tracking and designating system, and RF-7800M Falcon 3 tactical communications radio system. According to the US government, the Philippines is the largest receiver of US military aid in the Pacific region. Congratulations to the Philippines on getting new assets. The patrol vessels and the new ISR aircraft are definitely a big help to enhance the Philippines to protect its sovereignty, especially to bolster their capability to patrol the West Philippine Sea. To end today's video, earlier this month, North Korea launched its first tactical nuclear-armed submarine. The new submarine, named Hero Kim Gun-ok 841, was launched on the 6th and witnessed by the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Hero Kim Gun-ok is actually a Soviet-made Romeo-class submarine that has been rebuilt and radically modernized. The submarine has 10 vertically launched missile tubes, and it's very likely that these are nuclear-capable as well. Taken from Naval News, the most significant differences from the Romeo-class submarine are the new missile compartment with 2 rows of 5 missile hatches, a shortened and reshaped bow, and the repositioning of the diving planes to the sail. They speculate that the missiles she will carry are the Pukguksong family of sub-launched ballistic missile. These are between 9.7 and 10.6 meter long and 1.5 and 1.8 meter in diameter depending on the version. However, Western analysts believe her capability is exaggerated by the North, and the South Korean military said the sub will not fit for normal operation. And that's it for today. 4 stories in the Indo-Pacific region in September 2023. What do you think of these stories? Let us know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching everyone. I'll see you in the next one.